today.
Yes, indeed. If it weren't for these three unforgettable people, who knows how the U.S. would be today?
On January 18, 1803, U.S. President Thomas Jefferson sent a secret message to Congress asking for approval and funding of an expedition to explore the western part of the continent.
Take good care of this.
July 4th, 1803. News of Louisiana Purchase is announced, and Lewis will now be exploring land largely owned by the United States. And then later in the summer, in Pittsburgh, Lewis oversees construction of a keelboat and picks up William Clark and other recruits. He travels down the Ohio River.
Ah, yes, the time they met. Isn't it a pleasure meeting new people, even the ones you haven't met yet?
Clark, are you ready to begin our journey?
Yes, I am. I'm ready to discover the mysteries of the
Lewis
land.
and Clark go along with their journey. They stop and camp while noting down what they see.
Indeed, they did. Didn't they write down almost everything?
Well, of course they did. It was a very detailed trip to remember.
For our primary source, let's go out back and hear from one of the most amazing women of America. Here we have Sacagawea with us. Tell us about your journey.
Well, at the beginning of the journey, it was 1804.
Lewis and Clark got to their destination. They hired a French-Canadian fur trainer, Toussaint Charbonneau, and his French wife, Sacagawea, to act as interpreters in the journey ahead.
Charbonneau, we hire you to guide Lewis and I to our expedition to the Pacific Northwest, and you, Sacagawea, will be our interpreter through the Toussaint.
Then they started their expedition. Sacagawea brought her baby son along, which she had just given birth to 2 months before.
Wow, she sure was a strong woman, and to think she was carrying him all the way.
Not just that, but it was a 2-year journey.
Leaving North Dakota and traveling through present-day Montana, Idaho, Washington, and Oregon, Sacagawea proved to be an invaluable guide. She led them back to her country, which she had not visited for many years.
Sacagawea's knowledge of the terrain and the mountains has saved weeks of time. When food was scarce along the trail, she taught the men to gather nuts, berries, and other edible plants previously unknown to them.
No, not that. It's poisonous.
Good call.
Their journey wasn't all easy and fun.
It sure wasn't.
Yeah, especially since they didn't have all the technology that we have today.
Oh yeah, it must have been awful.
Lewis and Clark recorded temperatures, and sometimes it would be 45 degrees below zero. That's colder than they've ever known it to be.
Here, take this.
Thank you.
There were also times when they had to choose which path to take, like on June 1st, 1805, when they reached an unknown fork and had to choose which branch to take. Also, on June 13th, they reached the Great Falls and had to carry all their luggage, like the canoes.
Then again, there are also very happy moments, like on August 8th, 1805. Sacagawea recognizes Beaverhead Rock and knows they are close to Shoshone lands. And on August 17th, arrives at Shoshone Camp, and where Sacagawea recognizes the chief as her long-lost brother, Kamloops.
Wow, that must have been such a good feeling, you know? I mean, because it was years since she'd last seen her brother, since she was kidnapped at such a young age.
Well, yeah, of course.
On November 7th, 1805, believing he saw the Pacific, Clark writes, "Ocean in view, oh the joy." In reality, they are only seeing the widening of the Columbian River. Then, on November 24th, they took a vote on where to build their winter quarters. They chose the Clatsop Indian side of the Columbian River. It was later named Fort Clatsop.
Oh, we're almost there. So now that I look back at our journey, I would have to say that it was an experience to remember.
It was, Lewis.
On March 23rd, 1806, after a winter of only 12 days without rain, the men present their fort to the Clatsop Indians and set out for home. On September 23rd, 1806, having found an easier route across the country, the men reached St. Louis nearly 2.5 years after the journey began and are acclaimed as national heroes.
Wow. Finally, after such a long and memorable journey, it comes to an end for them.
Not just for them, but for us as well.
Bye.
That's all for today, folks.
Bye.